G's, 4G's, yeah. 4G's, 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 let's go. 4G's, 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 look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4G's, 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 yeah. 4G's, 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 let's go. 4G's, 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 look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4G's. Sports Mom. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4G's. 4G's.
Welcome. Guess who's back? It's us, the 4G's. We are back in the building. But you know how we always start. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell. So you know every time we come on, all right? This episode of the 4G's brought to you by, once again, my cozy creation, Daphne Cozy. See that shirt Doc got on? Yeah. Cozy Creations. If you want anything, in case you guys don't know, we do have merchandise. We have shirts, masks. We're about to get some hats. Probably get some Scullies. A couple of sweatshirts. But we got the tees. So, whatever you want. If we don't have if you don't see the color you want, hit us up at 4G Sports, sports with a Z, at Gmail. Tell us what you want. We'll make sure you get it. All right. We're gonna jump right into this. I'm the OG.
You got the Doc.
I'm the King.
Man. We had the pleasure of chopping it up with offensive lineman Shamarious Quion Gilmore of Georgia State University. All right. Let's check out this interview real quick. I'm the OG, and I have the privilege. Hopefully you don't get mad at me for saying this. Hopefully, a future lineman for the Dallas Cowboys, because we need all the help we can get. Quan, please introduce yourself to the audience, please, sir.
How y'all doing? I'm Shamarious Gilmore. Everybody know me as Quan. I'm starting left guard at Georgia State University.
See, like I said, future draft pick of the Cowboys. Second round, first round. We just need a guard, all right? We need help on the line. All right, man. But Quentin, Quan, thank you very much for taking time out. We're going to let's get right into it. For the kids coming out of high school, going to college as student athletes, how do you balance and maintain a high academics and your collegiate sports obligations?
Is when you leaving high school, this kind of comes more like a business. You in a sense where you're gonna have to start looking after yourself a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And as a student athlete coming out, is basically you just have to kind of train yourself to be on a strict schedule to know that you're not at home no more. So your mom's not there. Your teachers are not going to badger you every time about your work. So it's like you're going to have to get everything done, get up, go to practice, get up, go to workouts, get up and go to class. All that's on your own. So you're just going to have to be professional and, carry yourself in the correct manner.
All right. Now, can you describe the recruiting process from high school going into college?
The recruiting process. Well, that's a fun process. So the recruiting process for me, I had a few offers coming out of high school. A lot of them were obtained after my junior season, so it was in the spring after my junior season. And it was like going into my senior season, the summer, we was all talking about what school we wanted to go to and things like that. But it was a point that I had to kind of put that on the back burner, so it really didn't mess up me academically and on the field to where like I'm just thinking about that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was basically we just kind of put it off until it was like close to the end of the season, so where we had to make the decisions. Then took a few visits. Me personally, I had a few D1 AA offers. Georgia State was one of my biggest offers, and from there on, it was just like took official visits,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of loved the city and loved to stay in the city.
Okay, no problem. Hey, I understand that. Now, what was the major adjustment jumping from high school to college?
Like I stated in the first question, it was kind of being on my own and like being away from moms and pops. So it was like, ooh, I got to get up. There's nobody. If your roommate's not gonna wake you up, your alarm clock not gonna get you up. You're gonna have to get yourself up.
Okay.
So it's like you're gonna have to. It's all on you. You're gonna have to get up. You're gonna have to make sure you go to class. You got to make sure your grades up because it's not gonna be people badgering you about your grades. You got to make sure you get to the academic office. You're gonna have to make sure you get to practice on time. Make sure you get your film in. Make sure you get your workouts in. So it's just constant making sure you're on yourself.
Got you. All right, let's get off of academics and all that good stuff. What other position have you ever played?
In my whole life?
Yeah.
Everything on the offensive line and defensive line. I've always been a big kid. There was a few plays, little trick plays. Coach now moved me out to wide receiver. It was the block though, but hey, I was out there.
Hey, you was out there. All right. So since you said that, do you like playing offense better or defense?
I've been an offensive guy probably my whole life. Defense is fun. It's just like you see ball, you go get ball, But like playing offensive line is like it's just different because it's like you can literally playing offensive line. You have to beat the man against his own will.
Okay.
And it's like it's just never a dull feeling when you do that. And it's just playing offensive line is just playing offensive line is just a great thing. So, and the knowledge of the game I've got from it and from the coaches I've been around is just like seeing the thing. Like I'm starting to see things better. Like as offensive line, it's like I'm starting to read coverages more, and I'm like I've never done that in my life.
They may put you back at a wide receiver. You never know. Okay. What other sport did you play besides football, and what was it?
I kind of did track and field, and I also played basketball in high school a little bit.
Okay. Now, let's go back to the honor roll situation. Being on the honor roll, and you just said it, you start to see things a little better, but does it help playing football, especially as an offensive lineman?
Yeah, like definitely. Because you can't not be smart and try to play offensive line. It's not just a good mix.
Okay.
So playing offense, like just being smart and playing O-line, it's like you can see things different when you're up there. So it's like evenly math. If it's 5 of us and it's 6 people in the box, we gotta kind of talk to the quarterback, let them know what we're seeing. And things like that, and just being able to talk and being able to communicate fast is not. And it's crazy. The offensive line is not. You can only have one smart person up there. All 5 of you have to be on the same page.
Right.
So it's like if you see one thing, you're gonna have to make sure you communicate it and make sure everybody has it. And the play clock is 45 seconds. So it's like everything got to happen fast. So being able to translate the academics and being smart to the field helps us out a very lot.
Okay. And I just want to add another question in real quick.
how hard or how quick can offensive linemen gel, like you said, so all of you guys are kind of on the same page without really talking?
No, it's talking, but it takes time because as an offensive line, you gotta know what the person to the left and right to you, you gotta make sure they know what they're doing, and you gotta find your own little niche and find out what they like a little more. Because I've played with different tackles, I played with different centers. Some tackles like to come hip to hip by staying square, coming to my hip, and other tackles like kind of reaching behind me and getting thicker on the double team.
Okay.
So it's just like it takes a little minute just for all the little things to come together, but that comes through with just being camaraderie, being around each other, and making it more than football. Like, I feel like the camaraderie starts in the classroom, in the locker room, going out together, just being together. And it's not even just the O-line, because when we can have everything up, but if the running back doesn't hit the right hole, so it's the camaraderie between the offensive line to the tight ends, because they're blocking with us. The running backs, they got to know what hole to hit. The quarterbacks got to know what protection we're in. So it's just that.
All right. Who in the NFL did you pattern your game after?
Pattern my game after?
Or kind of look up to, or took something from their game to add to yours?
I would say back in high school, in my tackle days, I look at Trent Williams, Tyrone Smith, those type of guys, like, because I was at tackle. Coming to college, watching more NFL film, I definitely like the Pouncey brothers. Coming to interior alignment, I like the Pouncey brothers. Quentin Nelson. It's a lot of linemen. Zach Martin, Jason Kelsey. So Alex Mack, it's a lot of interior linemen that I'm starting to really start to see. I think not a lot in the game, but in practice, trying new things. I've used probably Quentin Nelson's technique a little bit more, like when he's when the D lineman is a two, like head up or inside, he likes to jump set him on pass and hit a quick snatch. So I've used that a couple times.
Okay. Well, I've seen a couple of your games, and boy, when I tell you, I had to tell the boys on the show, when you lock up, you lock up. You like a pit bull. You don't let go. All right. Here's the fun part of the whole show. What is your routine before a game?
Routine before a game. Ooh. So it's usually I probably talk to my family the day before. Talk to my mom, talk to my dad, probably shoot them a couple text messages a couple hours before the game, because they, like some of my biggest motivators. And after talk to the coaches, after we have our meetings and stuff, I probably take a little shower to get myself right. Get tape, go on the field, look at the field, see what we playing at, fill the turf out, come back in, get dressed, listen to a little music. But before I go out, I always like to pray.
Okay.
And thank God for the opportunity. And we come out of our tunnel or the away tunnel. I always like to kind of run, like we come out in the group, but I always kind of like to veer off by myself just to thank God on the football field.
Okay. All right. So now when I see that, and then I know what's going on. You said listen to music. What kind of music are you listening to? Yeah.
So I'm a big music fanatic. My dad, so it's like I really tune in with every genre. My dad, his brothers and sisters call him kind of weird because he like listening to rock music and country music, but he also listens to hip hop. So my playlist, I say it's a lot of hip hop on there right now. So Lil Baby, some Young Thug, some Polo G. It's a lot of mixed in there.
Okay. All right. It's January 6th, 2021. What do you see your football career this year?
At that point, I felt like I would have made a decision, seeing what I'm going to do. Still not knowing yet, still teetering, talking to my coaches and things like that.
Okay. So there's a chance that you might stay or you might come out. We just don't know that yet. That's the decision we're making?
Yeah,
okay.
Don't know it yet.
All right. Well, now we got one more question, and this determines, unfortunately, if I'm going to ever have you back on my show again. It's the Kobe LeBron question. In case you don't see on the court, who do you like better, Kobe or LeBron?
Ooh, that's a hard one for me now. The only reason I say it's a hard one because I could never go against Kobe, but it's like, ooh, LeBron. It was like as coming up, it was like I seen like the end. I was seeing the ending of Kobe's career.
Oh, okay.
So I was seeing the ending of Kobe's career, and then I was seeing LeBron when I started watching basketball, he was getting traded to the Heat, and then that's the LeBron I watched. So it was
okay. So I'll let you answer it fairly. I won't put that pressure on you.
But you always gotta love the Mamba mentality.
There we go. That's all I was waiting on. No, but like I said, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, man. And from my mouth to the football guys' ears, hopefully you can become a Cowboy because we need all the help we can get. Boy, we need all the help we can get. So, let me just ask you this right off the, if you had a choice, where would you like to go play in the NFL?
That's a hard choice. That's why it's just my dream to be in the NFL. So it's from being to the East Coast to the West Coast, South, North, it's wherever I land.
Wherever you land. So weather wouldn't matter to you, playing the snow, doesn't matter as long as you.
I always wanted to play in the snow though.
Oh, wow.
I ain't never had a chance to.
Okay, well that's very different. All right. Well, Quion, man, thank you very much. Like I said, for taking time out. You have any shout outs, anything you want to say to anybody?
Just shout out my family. I love them. Family, friends, and loved ones. My god brothers, they know who they is. Mom, Dukes, Pops, all my coaches. My teammates I play with right now, the OL, TCC4L, Trench Mafia. And just all my old coaches, all my family, everybody.
All right. Well, hey, whenever you decide to make the decision and you do go, or if you wait till next year, man, just keep us in mind, and we're gonna be hitting you up, especially to congratulate you and all that good stuff. And also maybe do a series that I always wanted to do, figure out how the process is going from college to pros. So if you're down for that, we will kind of hit you up and just see your process. And, like I said, wish you the best of luck in everything you do, brother.
For sure. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Man, no problem. We'll be talking to you soon, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yo, what a great young man, and what a fun interview, for you to have done. First off, for you, OG, I appreciate how you've handled these interviews. Sometimes we're not available for them, and you do an awesome job.
Man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, keep doing what you do. I particularly like when you ask the question about kind of like who he models his game after or who he looks up to. He named Trent Williams, Kelsey, that young man Zach out there in Dallas, and that tells me he's a mauler. Because he named maulers, you know what I mean? So, he moved from tackle to guard and likes to maul. So I can't wait to see, him play at the next level.
Yes, sir.
I think it's kind of cool that we get high school, college players on here, old coaches. I think that's kind of cool. OG, it is kind of nice to see you go out there and get student athletes to be on the show. That's huge
Man.
And we have a small but huge platform for these guys, and I think our teams can use a guy like that, Dallas and Cleveland. So this is a recruitment tool for the Cowboys and the Browns. Go to Georgia State, pick my man up. Go ahead and snatch him.
I'd take him in Arizona too. Shoot.
That yes,
absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. You know how to throw them same plugs in there. I had to try to get him on Cowboys.
Yeah, you did.
But you know what? We can't wait to chop it up with again because, like he said, he's not sure if he's coming out or not. So we definitely got some more stuff to talk about. So hopefully, if he decides to come out, you know, we can follow someone through the combine, maybe get him while he's there, a couple of nights, you know, just to peek behind the curtain. You know what I mean? But if he decides to wait another year, that's even better. Because all that's going to do is make his draft stock go higher. So, Quion, man, good luck. Good luck, baby. Good luck. All right, King, let's get right into it. Go ahead with it.
All right. After watching that Old Spice Bengay boxing match a few weeks ago, do we really want to see Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson fight in February?
Look, man. Hey, call me a nostalgist, but hell yeah, I'll watch that. As long as there's not the restrictions that were placed on that Roy Jones Jr. Tyson fight. I mean, if we're gonna watch these guys box, let them box. You know what I mean? Let them go get it. And if somebody gets knocked out, hopefully no ears get bit off again, and let them go ahead and get it. But if it's gonna be just another crazy exhibition, like why waste the time? You know, really just pulling that hour of money, you know, for these pay-per-views. Because like I said, you know, the nostalgist in me was like, yeah, I want to order that, but I'm glad I didn't because it was all just, you know,
Is this the state of boxing now?
Yeah, how sad for boxing.
We have to go back. I understand. Hey, Doc, everything you said, I agree with. So I'm not going to even bring up that point. But if you have to retread old tires to put on your sports car, you shouldn't have the sports car.
That's true.
Because eventually these tires are going to blow out.
Yeah.
And when they blow, people get hurt.
That's a great analogy.
And I don't know. I mean, unless you're doing 5 rounds, 2 minutes apiece, okay. No hold bars, you fight. But come on, man. Now Floyd talking about doing it. Who's next?
And Floyd's fighting Jake Paul, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, this Floyd, I mean, this Tyson, man, I don't want to see it. Like Doc said, if they're not gonna fight, it's a waste of time, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hell no, I want to see that nonsense. Let's see. How old is Evander? 60? 50 something? 50
Yeah, they
plus?
both in their 50s.
Yeah.
Man, nobody want to see those. Oh, no. N-O. Let it go. I know they're trying to bring back throwbacks. Like you said, what's next? Sugar Ray Roberto Duran?
Oh my God.
What is next, man?
Oh, God.
What's next, man? Come on, bro. Let the up and coming boxers shine a little bit. Y'all had y'all time.
Well,
let it go. What's next?
I think it goes to what OG began his conversation with, and that is this really more speaks to the state of boxing now. These youngsters aren't generating the type of buzz that boxing used to generate. And boxing is getting just outshined by UFC.
Yes.
So this is the whole thing.
I won't even say it's the youngsters. What killed boxing to me is pay-per-view.
Too much.
Yeah. I mean, you want me to pay just for that exhibition? You wanted $50? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that an exhibition or a concert?
I thought it was rehearsal.
Yeah. That's a
was
great
recital.
question. Mm-hmm.
That was a concert. That was terrible.
A recital. That was a perfect one. A recital. That was
That's
like going to that junior high recital.
You know what that's like going to? Seeing your favorite person at concert and find out they lip sync all the songs.
Facts.
I thought you were, I thought you were gonna say a senior dance, like a senior. I thought like a senior
at the rest home.
Yeah, the rest home. Oh dang. Oh, out there in the walkers. Oh Lord, yeah, no, I think you're right. Pay-per-view really did a number.
Yes, sir.
The next two should be free.
Yeah,
All of them should be free.
All of them, really.
That was terrible. $50.
Put it this way: Hearns and Hagler, free. Duran, Leonard, both of them, free. Ali, all his fights, free.
Yeah.
Now, out of all them people I just named, aren't they the top of the top, the cream of the crop, the greatest of the greatest?
They're often. Wasn't Tyson the first big time pay-per-view draw?
I think so.
Yeah. And that goes back to when you say pay-per-view ruined it, because he was the big draw and his matches lasted 30 seconds. So people were
$90 for a fight.
Yeah, it was $100.
You hope the undercards last longer because you know the main event is gonna last no more than 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Right.
You can come knock their head off and it's over.
Right.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna switch gears on our sports here real quick. We've seen that the NFL is pretty much making it through the pandemic. So what are your predictions for the NFL playoffs? And who do you think's going to the Super Bowl?
It's on me to start. All right. Well, let me tell you this. It won't be the Cowboys. It won't be anybody from the NFC East. I hate to say it. I think KC's going back.
Okay.
I really don't see a threat for them in the AFC. So I'm gonna go with KC.
Okay.
NFC. That's a toss-up. That's the any given Sunday in the NFC.
Yeah.
But I don't like this guy. I don't like the team. But I would like to see Rodgers versus Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're not a Rodgers fan, huh?
Nah, I'm not a Green Bay fan, period, because Rodgers been killing us in the playoffs his whole damn career. So
yeah.
But that's what I see, and I don't want to say this, but maybe KC repeats.
Wow.
I gotta agree with you, man. I think I don't see nobody beating KC, man. They put up too many numbers, man. And that Mahomes is magical, bro.
Right.
He does things. I'm just like, wow, how did he pass that? And he has a lot of weapons out there now, man. He's had weapons, and he's a weapon himself. And I think Aaron Rodgers is on a mission. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they'll lose to KC, but Aaron Rodgers is gonna go out like a soldier. I can already see that happening.
Yeah, because it's up in the air whether he even returns to Green Bay, right?
Yeah.
Right.
As much as I wanted to create some controversy on the show and try to disagree, I don't see anybody getting past KC in the AFC.
Nope.
I just don't see it happening. Even with Pittsburgh was like a weird undefeated there for a little while because I don't know if they're like it wasn't like that undefeated team that you thought could just run through everybody. So I think KC comes out, and I agree. I do believe Green Bay's on a mission, specifically Aaron Rodgers, and he's finally got more of a defense to kind of, help with his abilities. And I think they really, I think the GM knew what they were doing when they drafted that quarterback. and it was to fire Aaron up again because it sure worked. So I'm gonna go Green Bay, KC, and I'm gonna say Green Bay beats them.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we definitely gonna have to keep this. What today?
Yeah.
What's today? We need to keep this show on file so
we can go back.
We can go back and see what happens. All right. All right.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Here we go. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Is Harden holding the Rockets hostage, and what should they do about
it? Is me? Oh, he's a punk. He's such a punk. Why are you in this? You're in the strip club 2 days in a row, bro. For real. Now you got to quarantine. Probably get an STD check. All of that stuff, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Man, to me, it's classless that he's doing what he's doing. If you're gonna get rid of him, bro, and cut your losses, man. But I think, what are you gonna get from him? And where's he gonna be a good fit at?
Right. I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing.
It's a punk move on his part, though.
That's the thing is for the Rockets are demanding another superstar in return. In fact, I saw reports that in conversations with Brooklyn, they wouldn't agree to a trade with them unless it included either Kyrie or KD.
Of course.
Brooklyn's like, yeah, whatever. See you. Conversations in Milwaukee, they would have to send Chris Middleton back.
Right.
And I personally feel like Middleton's better next to Giannis than Harden will be.
Right.
So I don't know who you think Denver's going to give up Jamal Murray. No, that ain't going to happen. Miami's high on Tyler Hero, so they don't want to give him up in that trade. So to answer the question directly, yeah, I do think he's holding them hostage a little bit.
Yes.
And I don't like it's such the new, I know this is that old head. I keep saying old head in us, right? But this is such the new age way of doing things, right?
Yeah.
And if it's one thing we could say about like LeBron, right? Because one of the knocks on him is jumping around, but he never pulled this stuff. He always satisfied his contract. And if he decided to move on, he moved on. And you got to respect that. And I feel like, you wanted to sign that big $40+ million contract, you should honor it.
Right.
My thing is this. They got rid of Westbrook because that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, you don't show up for camp. In my eyes, and I'm not going to lie, I really was like, maybe he just needs some time to really get his body under control. So I thought maybe it was just his way of getting more time. Now you come back demanding a trade to Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, that was the other one. Yep.
So if I was the Rockets, we own the rights to you for 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to play, don't want to show up. It's not hurting my pockets because I'm getting all that money back from fines and everything else.
Right.
That's it.
Right now you have to treat these athletes, unfortunately, like spoiled kids.
Yeah.
The only thing they understand is playing time and money. And if you're not doing either one of those, no one's going to trade for you.
Nope.
No one wants you on their roster.
No.
So you don't want to come to camp. Every day you miss, in my book, that's a week.
Right.
Yeah. Fine.
And if you miss a month because it's a short season, I'm gonna tell you got a hamstring pull and put you on IR for the rest of the season.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
I just don't know who's going to take it on or where it even works, right? What are you going to do? If you're the Clippers, you trading PG-13 or not? Yeah, PG-13. He doesn't work next to Kawhi. You know what I mean? Unless he's willing to give up the ball, and he's not that dude.
Harden is not giving up the ball. Harden has to bring up the ball. Harden has to act like he has dribbling handles, for 15 to 20 seconds,
dribble out the shot clock,
and then throw up a horrible three and hope it goes in.
Yeah.
So
with his traveling step back.
Right. King.
Is that traveling? That's not traveling.
That's not traveling?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you know what? Let's go to off topic, but I'm gonna put these. I'm not gonna just put it out there. I'm coming at you directly.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with the doc first.
Okay.
You're the GM. Let's just say the Suns. Would you trade for a superstar that was upset or once out of a contract that they signed? Not that they was forced to sign. A contract they were signed. So, like say for Harding, would you accept the trade for Harding to your team?
I think when we're talking specific, so for me, I think I would want to know all the circumstances surrounding this request, right?
Okay.
And I would want to see how you're conducting yourself since the trade request or demand, or however we want to frame that terminology.
Correct.
So this young man is not, in my opinion, conducting himself like a professional. He's not showing up. He's going out to the strip clubs. He's partying up. He's seen out in town during a pandemic. Now he's got a quarantine. To me, that's a continued problem. So I probably wouldn't. Now, we know if we talk, switch gears on what sport we're talking about, Patrick Peterson a couple years ago demanded a trade, but he still showed up. He still showed up to camp. He still showed up to practice. He still played his butt off in games. That's the kind of cat where you're like, okay, let's figure out what the circumstances are behind this trade demand and decide if we want to bring that on. So I think my answer is it depends on what the circumstances are.
All right. Well, I know I'm supposed to go next, but King, I want you to get into this real. Remember, you're the GM of, just say, the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Would you trade for a superstar that was upset or wanted out of a contract they signed for?
No, I would probably say no. It's all about how you're handling the business, the business aspect of it, man. If you're, I'm an old guy. I'm an old school dude. I'm all about honoring what you put your name on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like at a job. You can't say I want to be a teacher and then all of a sudden I don't make enough. You had a choice. You know what I'm saying? You had that option. If that's the case, you guys should do year-to-year contracts, and not sign max. But I don't like it how these players have too much power anyway. But I don't want the cancer. I wouldn't want the cancer in my clubhouse. To be honest with you,
Gotcha.
To me that sounds like a cancer. What value will he bring to my team? Will he bring what he's brought to the last team he was at the same, or will he make my team improve? And the truth be told, has he really took his team any better than what they were? They get to the playoffs every year, but they always find a way to fold.
Yeah.
When time comes. So with that being said, I would say no. Me personally, no. I'd rather have 4 mediocre guys that can get the job done than one cancer that's gonna have me do more work than what I need to do.
Yes, sir. That off topic, I mean, as a GM, no. I'm not trading or want a superstar. If you, like you said, if you put your name on a contract that you negotiated, there was no strong harm deal. No one said, if you don't sign this, we're kicking you out the league.
Right.
This is the team that you said you wanted to play for. Regardless of, I can understand the direction may change, coaching may change, things may change out of your control.
Right.
We'll discuss that and let me look at that. But if it's not out of your control and this is something that you brought on your team, yourself, I can't do it. I can't do it. And, I understand people gonna say, well, owners have the power to end contracts when they want to. Okay, but I write the checks.
Right.
And if you don't like that as an NBA ball player, y'all get together, put your money in a pot, get your own franchise, or go get your own league.
Yeah.
If that's what you feel that you can do that. But until you do that, I don't want to hear all this. I'm not coming to camp. I'm going to go social media with the baby all weekend. Okay. You make sure the baby pays your contract and he's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What happens if you decide not to go to work tomorrow?
I mean, they may not say two things. They may not say nothing the first time. Second time, it's going to be it's going to go from ha to what's going on there, player?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
The third time, there's no talking. You're gone.
Right.
So, like you said, if that's what you're basing, come on, man. All that money you're making, so you want to give it right back because you don't want to play for a team that you signed a contract for? Mm-hmm. And let's not forget, he forced the Westbrook trade.
Yeah.
He got Will Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
So, at this point, the Rockets, that's the bed that they made. You have to lay in it now. You gave him too much power. Just like Cleveland with LeBron the first time. And no offense, but you can't give one player the moon and make everybody else walk a straight line.
Right.
Yeah.
Ask the Clippers.
Yeah. That's exactly what's happening there. Well, you bring up something interesting that gets thrown around a lot, and the fact that the GMs and owners can do whatever they want. But it's still an employee-employer relationship.
Facts.
And I think that's what's getting lost in the new way. That excuse to me is so overplayed because it's not like a complete they get to just disregard. So do we. No, you signed to be employed by them.
Right.
Right.
Because I heard another comment too, and I think it was Draymond Green where he said he wanted to do away with the term owner for the sports clubs because I think it was something to do with being considered close to slavery, right?
Right.
But to me, I find that a reach because that person owns this team. Whether you like it or not, they are the owner of the team. If we own our home, we make the rules for our home because we are the owner of our home.
Right.
So I don't know. It's always been interesting to me the new way that we are finding ourselves watching the sports landscape play out.
Right. And that's a reach.
Yeah.
That's a reach. Owner, boss, supervisor. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing, man. Whoever signed the checks is the boss.
Yeah.
Period.
And you forget, you're getting paid a lot of money.
Right.
Handsomely.
to play a child's game.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, what are you really complaining about? A word? Come on, man. Come on. We got to get, and I'm not just saying this, but we got to get better. Like I said, if you don't like the way stuff is going, then do something about it. Become an owner. Become part owner in the franchise.
There you go. Yeah.
Do something. But don't come up with these lame excuses and then expect people to fall right in line in what you're saying and agree with you.
I predict LeBron doing that in the future, following Jordan's footsteps and owning a team.
Right.
Right.
But you can't get mad at someone that owns a team, but you're wearing Nikes and that's owned by somebody.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Or Dr. Pepper or Gatorade. They all have owners. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, you didn't make no cars, you don't make jewelry, and you don't make clothes.
Right.
Right.
But you don't complain about none of that.
No.
It's picking and choosing.
Right. It was when it's convenient. When it's convenient.
Yeah. Let's make an argument to make it sound. Come on. Once again, you're getting paid a lot of money to play a child's game. Stop it.
Yeah. Stop it.
Because you can go out and sit there. All right, I'm done. I'm about to go on another rant, but I'm done.
Well, y'all, we good? You good, King? You got anything
You know
else?
what? Let me just say it.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I knew.
Let me just say it. At this time, with the pandemic, there are millions of people out of a job. Benefits will end in 2 weeks. You're complaining about money and owner and not coming to work for a child's game.
Your fine that he's taking is some people's salaries for a full year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I'm done. That's why I said I didn't want to say anything, but I had to.
Kyrie is not going to do his little interview, with $25,000. What family can use $25,000 right now?
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk for 20 minutes to some people. You know what I'm saying? But you'll give it back to the league, but you won't give $25,000 to a family that needs food, a car, someone's college tuition. Who knows what they need it for? I don't know. I'm just saying, man, there's a bunch of crybabies, bro. Your check is huge.
If you're willing to give up that money, do the interview and go back to your community and put $25,000 in there.
Right.
That's right. Hey, I'm not saying nothing else after that. Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
Hey,
wait a minute. I got something. No, we didn't touch on today. Did y'all see that coach that hit that young man, football coach?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that later because we ain't got enough time to talk about it.
Okay.
Remember that.
We got to touch on that though.
Yeah, bring that up again.
When we start the next show, regardless of what the first question is, you lead off with that question.
Yeah, hit us with it.
All right, because we just don't have enough time because this will be a 2-hour show getting on that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I'm not trying to cut you off, but
no. We'll touch on it
because we're gonna have to touch on that and have time. Because that.
Yeah, we'll hit on that. So with that said, we want to thank Shamarious Quion Gilmore for joining the show. What a great young man. I wish you everything for a blessed future. Hopefully we can bring you on again as NFL player, Mr. Gilmore. So we want to thank you all for supporting us and subscribing. For those of you that have, I believe we're up to 190 subscribers, so that's exciting. Keep sharing our content. Keep telling us what you want to see from us, and we'll keep doing what we love and what we produce for you all. Hey, and like I always say, hit that bell. You get to know when we're coming up. You get to know when we're premiering. This episode, again, as OG stated, was brought to you by My Cozy Creations, Ms. Daphne Cozy. We appreciate you. Get your gear, get your swag, get your shirts. And I'm just going to sign off with, a shout out to my crew again. 4G, we keep going strong. The Don, I know you're out there. What's up? We miss you. And we're going to keep it rocking. What you got, King?
Shout out to my my 4G brothers, of course. Shout out to my freshman basketball team. We will get it right. Trust me. It's just the beginning. I had the unfortunate thing to do is I had to make cuts this week, and that was new for me, and that was tough. But it's very humbling. And I had some kids they did cry. Yeah. And I did have some kids that cried that actually made the team because they're surprised that they made the team.
Yeah.
But I did invite them to come to practice just to practice so they can get better. Shout out to them.
That's great.
We're gonna get better. And like I said, just get through this pandemic, man, together, man, and mask up.
Yep.
Yes,
hey, OG, before you go, to the coach, the King, to them kids that got cut, man, y'all remember, keep working because Michael Jordan got cut twice.
Absolutely.
There you go. Well, shout out, like always, Wouldn't be nothing without the man above. Wouldn't be nothing without the sports mom to my right. Definitely wouldn't be anything without my brothers in front of me, the Don included. All I can say is Cowboys. We need an offensive lineman. Y'all shut up. Y'all had y'all chance. We need an offensive lineman. Georgia State, 75. Gilmore. Check him out.
Get him.
Lineman. We need him.
Y'all need
After
to
my shameless
relocate.
plug, if you have any comments,
Fort Worth, somewhere, man.
Man.
hey, I had to
Rockin.
put a plug in. I needed it. We need it. If you have any comments, anything you want to say about the show, hit us up at 4G Sports, sports with the Z at gmail.com. You know, we're on every social media platform, IG, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, 4G Sports with the Z. Like always, hit that bell. And for all the subscribers, we love you. We thank you. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And 4Gs, we out.